Well, the Underworld Rise of the Lycans trailer filled me with mixed feelings. Given how shitty of a story Underworld Evolution was, a continuation of it would be, well, probably as pointless and meaningless as Saw 2. But when I found out that it was a prequel, I had some renewed faith. Usually when someone does a prequel, it's because they're completely out of ideas, or maybe Lin Wiseman realized how fucked the story was and decided it was just better to do it. Or maybe he just knew Evolutions was going to be bad and would need to do a prequel to try and make up for it. I don't know if it was a simplified story, Patrick's directing, Michael Sheen's acting, or just seeing a shit ton of werewolves kill a bunch of sissy vampires, but Underworld Rise of the Lycans was actually a good film. I actually enjoyed it! The movie follows the story of Lucian, played by Michael Sheen, from his birth to the inevitable rise of the Lycans, where the Lycans rise up and begin a war against their vampire keepers. It also covers the love between Lucian and Sonia, played by Rona Mitra, while her father Victor, played by Bill Nye, forbids her from having even an interest in Lucian, all the while trying to deal with the wild Lycans surrounding him and keep their own Lycans loyal to protect their territory. The story does feel kind of dragged out mid-beginning and mid-end, but overall it's pretty damn good. And, after Anne Rice forever ruined vampires, and Twilight sent vampire self-respect back another decade, when the Lycans actually do rise up, it is just so satisfying seeing those sissy vampires die by the truckload. I guess my only problem with the movie is that it's a prequel. If you haven't seen an Underworld film before, you're in luck because you're going to get a good story in this movie, and you have Underworld just waiting to be watched. It's completely new to you. But if you have seen an Underworld movie, you know what's going to happen at the end of the movie, and what's going to happen after the movie. Underworld Rise of the Lycans would have actually done better in my opinion if they just changed the character names and gave it a title like Vampires vs. Werewolves. Then I wouldn't know what was going to happen. So, I guess the ultimate question is it a movie that you need to go see right now? No, it's not a must-see film, but if you're feeling an itch or just looking for a reason to go see a movie that isn't a comedy or drama, go see Underworld Rise of the Lycans, especially if you haven't seen an Underworld film before, because you probably won't be disappointed. My rating? 3.5 dead emo goth vampires out of 5.